Hello guys, thanks for joining this session. In this session, we are going to look into AWS CloudFront service. So far, we have seen various services that is designed for a specific purpose. So in the same aspect, AWS CloudFront is also designed for a specific purpose, and the purpose is latency improvement of a content. So what it means? So as we know that AWS is spread across all around the world. Its presence in 5 continents. Within 5 continents, it is spread across 22 geographic regions, and out of 22 regions, it has total number of 69 availability zones. It has 155 edge locations in 65 cities across 29 countries. So to discuss in more detail, let's jump into a diagram where we will have a detailed discussion about CloudFront. So prior to understanding that how CloudFront work, first understand that what is CDN, that is Content Delivery Network, and what is Edge Location. So basically a content delivery network, or we can say that content distribution network, is a geographical distributed network of proxy servers within the data centers. The goal of CDN is to provide high availability and high performance by distributing the service that is relative to the end users. So you can understand it like this way. Suppose that if you have an application and that application is hosted in US region, and when the application is accessed by Asia Pacific region user, then the request will hop through Asia Pacific to US region. So this process of hopping the request from one region to another, and when it is getting the response, then again it need to hop from US region to Asia Pacific region. So the entire life cycle of a request response will take more time to serve the application to the user. To improve the latency, CDN will help us. So whenever you access the application first time, so the application will be cached to the nearest location of CDN, and whenever you access it first time, it will take more time, but from second time onward it will be very much fast, as it doesn't hop through one location or say one region to another region, as it is being cached into the same region. So this is what content delivery network used for. It helps us to cache the application for the distribution. Now moving further and discuss the edge locations. So what is edge location? An edge location is where end user access services located at AWS. They are located in most of the major cities around the world and are specifically used by CloudFront to distribute content to end user to reduce latency. So you can consider it like front end for the service we access, which are located in AWS cloud. Now proceed further, let's discuss about how CloudFront works. So to understand that how CloudFront works, let's look into this diagram. In the diagram, you are looking into a user access our website and request for HTML file. Then DNS routes take the request to the edge location that can best serve the request. Typically, the nearest edge location in terms of latency routes the request to that edge location. At the edge location, CloudFront checks its cache for the requested file, whether the file is available or not. And suppose if it is available in the cache, then CloudFront returns them to the user who requested the file. And suppose if the files are not in the cache, CloudFront compares the request with the specification in our distribution and forwards the request for the files to our origin server for the corresponding file type. For example, it may look into Amazon S3 bucket for the requested file. Then afterwards, the origin server sends back the file to the edge location as it is represented in the diagram. And as soon as the first byte arrives from the origin, CloudFront begins to forward the files to the user. And along with that step, CloudFront also adds the files to the cache in the edge location. For the next time someone requests those files, CloudFront will serve the request from the edge location only. So this is the way how CloudFront works. So this is the thing which I wanted to discuss in this session. In the next session, we will do the lab for CloudFront, where we will configure the CloudFront so that it will deliver our content. So see you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.